soon. We're building a world and ready to win. Join our crew, it's never too late. Funds and parts racing come into blaze. We're building a community that forever stays. We're building a community that forever stays.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Silvershade here. We are back in the Outer Worlds Spacer's Choice Edition. That's right. We're back in the Outer Worlds. Welcome in. I'm Rand. Welcome on in. Welcome. And I also notice Phoenix may be here. Saw a message earlier, so sorry if your Wi-Fi still having issues, but I see you're going to try to watch, so that's great. If you're not able to, understandable. All right, so we're basically going to be trying to complete some more quests today. Now, this won't be a normal stream today. I'm probably going to cut it off in about 2-3 hours because we have a special. Sarah and I are going to be doing a special special live stream, Halloween special with Geeky Kitten and Misty. We're going to be playing Ghostbusters here on the main channel at about around 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time today. So, yeah, hey, Phoenix, there you are. Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. You know, maybe this isn't the stream for you. All right, so we're going to get started here. But yeah, as I said, we're going to have a special Halloween live stream later today with Geeky Kitten and Misty. We're going to be doing Ghostbusters. And we're going to look at the journal here. And we're going to look at, since these two quests for the Paralogorgon, they're located here in Gorgon. And I know this one here, it says we got to find someone at the Sprat Shack, which is close by. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get to the Sprat Shack here. Which, yep, it's right over here. Let's see. Portable. Oh, yeah, here we go. Sprat Shack's up here. That's the other one. Is probably close to the other location we need to get to. All right, we're going to take a look and see what we can see in here. All right, so we're looking for someone. I think they're down here. There they are. Whee! Yeah, you can stop anytime now. All right, let's see. Up, stairs up. There we go. Ha. This way?
So someone's in here. Oh, lol. It's coming back up again.
All right, we're gonna try and find this person. They're here. That's where we have to get to. Is them over there? Oh no! Oh no! Down. Oh, that's where we go. Down there. All right. So that's elsewhere. All right. So we've got to get down, back down there. All right. We're gonna take the stairs. Where is that person at? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Phoenix. That your Wi-Fi's lagging bad. she's up there. Okay. Aha! There's the door we need right there.
Huh, who's this now?
Oh, it's a guy, not a girl.
Who am I kidding? Holy shit, a fresh face. Haven't seen your like in years. Don't know what brought you to the most dangerous corner of this solar system, pal, but you're welcome here. Oh, you talked to Lex yet? She tell you to keep it civil? You wouldn't guess to talk to her, but that lady's got a mean left hook.
All right, I see. I found a recording mentioning you from Georgie. She's looking for the rest.
Georgie's alive? Hell, that's great news. She was my assistant, you know. Smart lady, funny as hell. I can't fathom why she'd be looking for those logs, but I've been hoping to find the rest of them too. Help me get my recordings back so I can finally get the hell out of here.
Let's see. Why stash the recordings?
Someone had been trying to steal them since the day my assistant and I started interviewing. Couldn't even keep them in my safe. They always found a way in. So I took to hiding them all over the fucking asteroid. Thought I was so clever. What a fool I was.
You mentioned assistant. Where are they now?
Oh, Georgie? Yeah, she helped me with interviews. A real whiz with the portable recorder tech, too. When things got crazy, I shoved her onto the last ship off Gorgon. With any luck, she's safe and comfortable in Byzantium. She tried every which way to stay, but it was my contract keeping us here, not hers. Didn't seem fair she'd have to suffer just because I made a bad deal.
Why not just forget the contract and leave?
Oh, I've tried, make no mistake. I've caught a couple of rides out with sublight folks, but the board's fixers always send me right back. And I'm not about to stand toe-to-toe with marauders just to fulfill a line item on a contract.
I'll get the recordings for you.
No shit? That's downright civilized of you. All right. One of them I stashed in the Office of Creative Incubation, in the projector room on the 3rd floor. I gave another to my friend Birdie to keep in her apartment, just outside OCI's upper entrance.
All right. Got it. Next.
You'll find another in the chem lab. It's in the main lab storage room.
You ran all over Gorgon just to hide the recordings?
Didn't have much of a choice. The primals had gotten loose, couple of them were chasing me. The recordings just ended up wherever I hid.
All right. Easy enough. There are the others.
The
Oh, hi,
final
Sarah.
one is
Welcome on
human
in.
Inquiry and auditing. It's tucked behind a pipe in observation room B.
In the observation room, wouldn't someone have seen you?
What with the test subjects running loose, the researchers were surprisingly unobservant.
Got it. I'll be back.
Strength to your sword arm, friend. And thank you.
All right, so we got quite a few recordings to retrieve. Can I? No, I can't take those. I don't want to steal those. All right, well, we need to get out of here. Where's the elevator? Let's see, who's
Jerome
this?
would have loved this place. You don't look like one of the salvagers, no? Don't really seem like the type. You've got the look of someone who's traveled far to get here and whose journey is far from over.
What makes you say that?
Confidence. The scavengers around here, they're faking it. You're the real deal. I don't know if you're bound for the old ruins, but in case you are, can you look into something? I'd do it myself, but of course, the marauders would eat me alive.
Depends on what you need.
Looking for something out there. Been paying Sublight to help me, but they haven't made much progress.
This something must be valuable.
It is to me, but apparently it's junk to Sublight. My husband and I worked on Gorgon during the good times. Jerome was on maintenance duty. I cleaned out test tubes till they sparkled.
Where's Jerome now?
Nowhere good, that's for sure. In his final hours, Gorgon was a war zone. Violence broke out in the labs. The hills were full of marauders. You couldn't take a leisurely stroll without an armed escort. When the order came through to evacuate, non-essential personnel drew a lottery to see who would board the first wave of ships. Jerome won. I lost. As soon as I wasn't looking, Jerome switched our tickets and pushed me to the front of the line. I got to leave. Jerome stayed behind. I never saw him again.
What brings you back?
A broken heart, that's what. This place is greedy. It took my Jerome, and it would have taken me too. I just want one thing back. His old hip flask. I gave it to him the day we signed our marriage contract, and he carried it wherever he went. I know it's still here.
What do you think happened to him?
No point in denying it. He died on this rock, likely torn apart by marauders, unless he took care of himself on his own terms. I don't like to imagine what happened, but I know I have to accept it.
I can keep an eye out for that flask.
You'd really do that for me? Law, and I'll bet you're worth 10 of those sublight sprats. I don't have much, but if you help me, there's a little set aside for the occasion. Jerome used to drink with his buddies in a small kitchen opposite the maintenance shed. Might be a good place to check first.
I wanted to ask you something first.
Yeah?
Tell me about your time on Gorgon.
The lab coats kept quiet about the project, but the air was charged with excitement. You could feel it wherever you went. They wanted to change the world. A tenfold boost to worker productivity with no side effects? Who wouldn't salivate at the thought? I don't know what went wrong, but when the shit hit the fan, it sprayed everyone in its path, including me.
Be seeing ya. All right, so it looks like we've got a couple more quests. Or at least another quest, I should say. All right, so we're going to head up to the surface. And we're going to transition outside. And then we're going to look at our logs here. Journal entries, see what we've got. So let's see. We are here, I think. Just outside the Sprat Shack exterior. We need to go to the HI for whatever quest we're tracking. Oh, the electric fling. Yeah, that's all the phonographs. Let's see. Task. Love is the plan. Okay, there we go. Yeah, search for Jerome's flask in the ruins. All right, where does it want us to go? 175 meters that way, which is right there. Organ ruins. Yeah, let's do that. All right, accept. All right, let's check our ammo. How are we doing on ammo? Sorry. Inventory. Light. How we got? Let's see. Heavy, light. Okay, we'll probably use some more. Okay, no problem. No problem. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Pick all this stuff up. Oh, I missed a lot of this. Cool. Hey, I'll take it. Birds. All right. Day 0. Ship just left. Law bless it for getting Leonora off this blasted rock. Etheridge called me a fool for giving her my ticket, but Etheridge is a dumb butt. So what does he know? I'll do it again. I do it again in a second. From now on, my only goal is survival until Spacer's Choice comes back for the rest of us. My heart, I will find my way home to you. Day 1. Some of us sheltered in the mines last night, taking turns keeping watch. I don't care to imagine what happened to the others who aren't here. I can hear marauders screaming in the hills. Day 2. Used a little adrena time today. Not much, just enough to stay alert. Lucky I did, or we wouldn't have heard those mantisaurs coming in time to get the heck out of there. Going to search out a different cavern to shelter in tomorrow. Day 3. Mine's not safe. Law, dang it. Shouldn't have gone in there in the first place. I think we were exposed to something in the air, maybe. Day 5. Most of us made it over to the apartments. We're packed in here like salt tuna for now, but hopefully we can get a few more units barricaded and sealed up tight. Make them safe so we can spread out a little bit more. I went by Elle's in my old apartment while hunting for supplies and stashed the flask she gave me on the day we signed our marriage contract, just in case something happens and she comes looking. Maybe she'll find it. Even if she doesn't find, that's if some shiftless looter doesn't find it first. Day 7. Carlson's been short with everyone today. Carlson, most days you could drop a flange wrench on her foot and the woman wouldn't apologize for being in the way. But for a minute there, I really thought she was going to stab Simon. Day 8. I don't know why your Wi-Fi is not connecting. I'm not sure. Day ambushed by marauders in the night. Had to use adrena time again to keep awake. Sorry, Elle, I didn't have much choice. Even with the adrena time, I almost can't believe I outlasted them. Next time, maybe best not to think about next time. Day 15. Starting to think we're spaced, but can't think like that. Gonna get back to you, Leonora. I swear I miss you like breathing. Low on adrena time. Gonna go look for more. Day 22, L just got to get back to L. Day 34, Etheridge stole my mock apple, that void forsaken sprat sack. Want to unzip his arms off and beat him with them. I could do it. He sleeps so weak, so stupid Etheridge. Day 42, where in the system is Spacer's Choice? Where are those blasted ships they promised they'd send for us? Did they forget we're here? Makes a man wonder. All my loyalty, and for what? Only loyal to L now. Maybe day 46. Maybe they abandon us. It's on purpose. I know it. On purpose. They left us here to die. They left us here to die. Day 49. If Etheridge steals what's mine again, I'll end him. Day something. L. Day something. How long does it take to send help? How long? Come back and face us, you cowards, Spacers, cowards. Day something. I feel sick, but trying to. I can't anymore. Forgive me, L. Day Etheridge dead. Deserved it. Day. Yeah. So you could see the mental decline. All right, love is the plan. The plan is death. All right, so 20 some meters. Yay. All right, we'll eventually need to lighten our load a bit, but let's see, the apartments. We gotta head up there. All right, so that's the apartments. Cigarette lighter, Adreno. There's the flask. The ingredient reads Jerome. Cheers to the beginning of forever. Love, Leonora. It smells of decent whiskey, cheap cologne, and old cigarettes. All right, so we found the flask. So we have to take it back. Return to Leonora. Okay, yep, we can do that. We'll just teleport outside the Sprat Shack. All right. All right, let's see. There's the Sprat Shack. All right, and this quest may be done. Then we'll get back to the recording chain. Go. I think we gotta go up. Ah, there we go. There you are.
You find anything out there? You let me know.
I did.
I'm ready to get off this rock.
Oh, you can get off this rock. I found your husband's flask.
That's it, all right. Law. Still smells like his whiskey, his cigarettes, and that awful cologne he bathed in every morning. Here. I saved up for this just in case I needed to go out into the ruins myself. Truth be told, I'm glad I never had to use it. You didn't happen to find anything else out there, did you?
No worries, no worries. I found his journal. He went mad after the evacuation, became a marauder.
A marauder? You're telling me he's been alive all this time? Don't tell me that's the end of it. Was there anything else?
I avoided the marauders near your place. He could still be alive.
If he's still out there, wandering the wilderness like a wild animal... No, I can't think about that. Jerome got me out of Gorgon. I can honor his memory by staying out. Time to hit the dusty trail. Be seeing you, stranger.
Be seeing you, Lenora. All right, so this is what he wanted. Go live your life.
I was expecting that to go a lot worse, but I usually avoid the hard conversations.
That was good of you, Cap. It's better to know. It's always better to know.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's look at the journal. What do we got? That one. Oh, we'll just leave that open. Side quest. Oh, yeah. The electric fling. All right. Let's go up and get outside. Oh, we gotta go down. The elevator's down. Gotta go down to go up. No worries, you don't have to keep posting. All right, so we've got quite a few. All right, so the closest one that I see, we've got 571, 510, 440, 190. All right, so 190 is that way, which is that's with the X right there, the facility. So why don't we go and teleport to HI facility? All right. All right, let's go inside. Matter of fact, here's a vending machine right here. Let's go ahead and let's sell some junk. All right, let's see. Is there anything I can sell? Let's see. What's this? Those are mods. Oh, here we go. Is this? What's that? All right, now this. Here we go. No, we don't want to sell those. Buy back. Don't want to buy any of that stuff back. All right, let's see. Fish sticks. I think I've already sold the junk. Okay. Right. Get the weapon. Oh, that's not what I want. Inventory. Here we go. 695. Medal of Honor, T&L, long guns. 70. Oh, wow. Nice. Okay. Hunting rifle. Right. Ooh. Choice long gun. Oh, that's even better. Okay. All right. Well, that one I can go ahead and see. Let's break that down. Can break that one down. And let's go and repair all equipment. Let's see. 429. All right. That can get broken down. That can get broken down. Claw rake. Yeah, we're going to break that down. Break that down. $27. That. Oh. Rid of that. Oh, whoa. Wow. Yeah, look at how much it uses the light ammo though. Ooh. I don't have a lot of light ammo. Oh, right there. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we're gonna leave that. I'm gonna get rid of that. Grenade launcher. I'll get rid of the tactical shotgun. Leave that. I'll get rid of that. Rid of the flamethrower. Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, now let me look at the people I've got equipped. 629. Yeah, why don't you go and you use that? 598. All right, why don't you put that on? Okay. All right. Over here. 598. 598. Okay, this can get broken down. Oh, I can't break it down yet. Okay. 960. I want them to maybe have one with a grenade launcher. You know, maybe we'll put one with a grenade launcher. Maybe they won't use as much ammo. Plus, they can do a little damage from a distance. Yeah, why don't we do that? All right, I'll go back to our inventory. Rid of that. Rid of that. Then we'll just break down some of this real fast here. It'll give us some ammo back too on certain things. Plus, we don't need all this. And it'll give us weapon parts. Oh, you can definitely get rid of that one. Sawed-off shotgun. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Get rid of that. Hey, Majestic, welcome on in. Glad you can make it. You're going to be lurking. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. Oh, while you're lurking, I did notice something. I was looking through the analytics this morning, and one of the shorts I put up for Fortnite, I actually got an absolute kick out of it. In the last 28 days, The top short actually was from Fortnite. It had like 2,400 views, and it was Batman as a villain. I was laughing so hard at that. I was just laughing so hard. I couldn't believe that. Out of the last 28 days, that was the most popular short. Oh, I couldn't believe that. I was laughing so hard. All right, I'm going to leave that one. All right, other than that, I think we're good. Yeah, yeah, it was. All right, so that's where we got to head to.
Welcome to Human Emporium Arlington, a spacer's choice facility. My name is Dr. Marion Blakeslee.
Lord.
Congratulate you all on volunteering for this important ethics review. Whatever is past, know that as of today, each of you will be part of something great.
All right, let's see. Here.
Together.
So that's where we have to head to. Actually, that one. There's also... It's a freaking maze. Oh, I kind of have to go this way, I think, to get to that. Which is good, because then I can come down here. Use the terminal, or I think I've already done all that. Because it looks like I missed a lot of stuff. There's that. What's this? Is this a door out? Maybe? Let's see. Here we go. Ah, stashed recording.
I don't believe we've discussed
Got
the
it.
side effects, Dr. Ambrose.
The drug's not ready for release yet. The side effects are immaterial.
So it's dangerous. Perhaps it results in some thrilling mutations. Forearms, maybe?
Try delusion, paranoia, gastric bleeds, violence, and fatal insomnia.
Volunteers are expected to follow all instructions without
Shall I
hesitation.
enumerate every way our volunteers have died? Suicide by automech, suicide by hanging, starvation.
Cut the recording, Georgie.
You sure, boss? I just put on a new cylinder. Stroke, spontaneous combustion, internal exsanguination.
Just turn it off.
All right, so let's see. Journal. Codex. Oh, the audio logs. Yep. Okay. Cool. All right. Journal. Quests. All right. Let's see. So we've got that one. OCI projector room. Birdie's apartment outside OCI. GPO ravine. Okay. So I've got to get outside somehow. All right. Oh, observation. Okay, yeah, I never, yeah, I didn't get this far. All right, let's see. What do we got? Compliance testing parameters. Data entry, physical exertion. Okay. Initial testing phase 1. Subject SC1A through 12 were given forms and writing implements, instructed to fill them out to corporate standards. Upon completion, forms were placed into an employer sanctioned shredding device by a technician. Test was then repeated. Observational notes. Volunteer SC-1D Kendall objected to further testing after completion of second set of forms. Volunteer SC-1G after fifth. Volunteer SC- 1B after 10th. No further objections from remaining volunteers. Volunteers SC-1E Hobbs was discovered to be functioning illiterate and tagged for early advancement to the second phase of compliance testing. Objection from volunteer SC-1D. All right, subjects SC-5A through K were given visual demonstrations of multiple physical exercises. Note, thank you. Testing assistant Lamont then instructed to replicate them in accordance with verbal instructions. Observational notes. Subject SC-5H complained of physical exhaustion after 5 minutes, missing numerous verbal cues. Subject SC-5A, 5E, and 5K failed out at around the 15-minute mark. Test was terminated after 30 minutes as the technician became too hoarse to provide instructions. Group SC-27 mid-stage testing notes. Subjects are instructed to follow a closed circuit around the perimeter of the testing chamber for the duration of the test. At random intervals, technician is to provide vocal cue to reverse course. Observational notes. Of the 8 test subjects remaining in group SC-27, 6 responded to vocal cues. Subject 63D became aggressive and was removed. Subject 63B collapsed 30 minutes into the experiment and was removed. Remaining subjects exhibited compliance with all vocal cues for a remainder of experiment. Technician's addendum. Observational data comprised due to equipment failure. Technician Ambry S was found incapable of a continued operation due to encasement weeping or incessant weeping and was withdrawn. Flagged for disciplinary measures. Group 63 Phase 4 testing note. Subjects are isolated and instructed to select one member of the experiment group for immediate removal from the volunteer program. Observational notes. Subject 63A, volunteers. Subject 63F. Subject 63B is unresponsive for duration of testing session. Subject 63C deliberates for 5 minutes, 36 seconds before volunteering subject 63E. Subject 63D is unable to recall the names and or identification numbers of her fellows, but has volunteered each of them in turn, citing immediate need for additional compound X injections. Subject 63E volunteers subject 63F. Subject 63F refuses to comply with instruction for duration of testing session. Subject 63G exhibits extreme confusion and extreme emotional distress, demands morning injection. Technician's addendum. Time as of previous note is 1400 hours. Subject exhibits extreme aggression. Subject terminated. Ooh, wow. Harsh. All right. Subject SC-86 Phase 5 testing note. Subject is instructed to fire at shrouded target. One industry standard fashion modeling assistive device. Mannequin. Subject is not informed of nature of target. Observational notes. Subject has fired at target. Auditory reward initiated. Test reset. Subject has fired at observation window. Automated security enabled. Test reset. Subject has fired at subject other. Automated security enabled. Test reset. Subject has fired at subject other. Automated security enabled. Test reset. Subject has fired at target. Auditory reward initiated. Test reset. Subject refuses to fire. Subject refuses to fire. Subject refuses to fire. Technician's addendum. Subject's unresponsive. Test reset. Wow. So it almost seems like they were trying to create an army, a mind control, someone, that will kill on command. Wow. That's what it, according to this, that's what the testing, this phase here, that's what it seemed like. Wow. Return to root. Messages. Okay. Incoming messages. All right. From Blakesley M to all personnel. Safety reminder. In light of certain recent incidents, I'd like to remind you all that it is paramount that we follow all Spacer's Choice guidelines regarding safety and security. Yes, you will suffer professional and financial consequences if you are found to be responsible for damaging company property. But here at HIA, inattentiveness and recklessness also endanger highly limited company resources and threaten our overall production schedule. Think about what we are all here to achieve. Then consider whether you want to be the one that lets us all down. Luckily, any and all injuries suffered by the volunteers this past week have been minor. All testing will proceed as scheduled. A reminder that all personnel are advised to report to the infirmary if they experience any symptoms listed on the notice LeBlanc provided earlier this month. It is strongly suggested that you use your allotted break to do this, as any losses to productivity will be reflected in your paycheck and or indentureship agreement. Dr. Mariam Blakesley, Testing Supervisor, Spacer's Choice Pharmaceuticals, Human Inquiry and Auditing. All right. Ruan A to Johansson R. Hey, you and Andre talk about tossball sometimes, right? Have you noticed anything different about him lately? I'm pretty sure he's been at his desk all night. I was going to congratulate him on his newfound productivity, but I took a look at his reports just now, and some of them have very basic formatting errors. It's not like him at all. Maybe you could ask him about it. If something's wrong with his terminal, he should probably get it taken care of sooner rather than later. All right. Blakesley M to all personnel, resets. If we're going to meet OCI's figures this month, we'll need to double our testing capacity over the next few weeks. To that end, I need everyone in the observation to work with disposal to have the preparation time between tests. Have the volunteers exit at a jog if you have to. Try not to let them see the bodies. Oh, wow. That's grim. All right, Hammond A to Johansson R. Reply. Hey! Look, Embry lost his head because he couldn't keep up with the work. He was never going to amount to anything, and we all knew it. The surprise is that he lasted this long. I don't know why my reports are any of your business to begin with, but I know how to use a darn computer. I bet Weaver put you up to this. I've been working twice as hard as anyone else in this office this past month, and now she thinks I'm going to outpace her. But maybe it's simpler than that. These emails used to be just a nuisance. Now I'm starting to think maybe your loyalty's to some other corporation. All right. Okay. I think that's it. Oh, outgoing. Yeah, I thought we had some outgoing messages. The boss. Hey, Andre. Dr. Blakesley started to come down here pretty often, usually for the morning shift. She hasn't said anything. Just watches us go through the test for a while and then gets up and walks out. Weaver tried to give her a report, I think, but Blakesley gave her a look, and that was the end of that. You think we're going to do something wrong? You tell me if you knew anything, right? I'll split my lunch with you again. Oh, and hey, great game last night, huh? All right, so back to outgoing. Here we go. Mantisaurs. Yeah, we're going back to mannequins for phase 5. None of the test subjects felt too torn up about shooting killer bugs from Monarch, I guess. Should make things easier for you over in disposal, right? The best part is that one of the cages didn't close properly last night, and a couple of the little mantipillas got loose. Who knows where they are by now? Morley had an absolute fit. I don't think he likes bugs. All right. Well, let's see. I guess we can try going out this door. Anything in there? I already got that in. take these out and get some experience. Woo! Yeah! Oh, that grenade launcher. Holy cow! Woo!
Security patrol initiated.
That's just taking him off!
Beginning security.
Yeah! Took them all down. Love it. Just sitting down for lunch. I completely forgot the main thing I was going to have for lunch. Thankfully, I had something in the freezer. Ooh, agony? What is that? Ah, okay. Long gun. Okay. Definitely worth exploring down here since I haven't been down here before, because you never know, they might put something good down here.
Huh? Processing data.
Woo! Woohoo! Ooh, acid? Oh yeah, got all this good stuff. It's all this good stuff. Ammo, yeah, can't miss the ammo. Okay, so it looks like I may have been here already. Yeah, it does. Wonder if this is the way I have to go. Let's check the map. All right, let's go this way. Here we go. Bypass shunt. $79 meters. Yeah, we'll go forward. Yeah, I think I'm on the right path to get out of here. I think. Yeah, seen that already. Yeah, here we go. Yep, this is it. I recognize this. Yep. Yep, there we go. All right, while I'm here, I might as well go ahead and sell some junk. There we go. Got junk sold. Whoa! Boy, they're just moving weird, ain't they? Holy cow. But I'll take the experience, though, and all their loot. Especially their ammo. All right, cool. All right, we got that all cleared out. So where we got to go? 675, 485, 403. How many more do I have left? Inventory. 3, yeah, 3. Okay, so let's get the 2 that are probably closest together. It'll be over that way. Looks like they are right here. Lower exterior. Yeah, let's go here. Let's do that. Alright, so it looks like I need to go inside. OCI incubation. Let's see. Looks like it's up that way. Okay. I know I've been here. Okay, so that way. All right, so we got to get to those stairs. How do we get to those stairs? Oh, this way, I think. Through here. Where's the stairs? Oh. Ah, there they are. All right, let's see. Go that way. Go here. Still need to go up a level, it looks like. I still got to go up. Okay. How do I go up? Can I even go up? Yeah, okay, here. Like here. All right, so I got to go. Okay, can't go that way. Go this way. This way. This is stairs down. I don't want to go that way. Unless I got to go somewhere else. In here? Yeah, in here. Here we go. Yep, there we go. Maintenance entrance. Maintenance room key. So I gotta get to those stairs. All right. Vending machines, sell junk. Thank you. All right, let's see. So I'm here. Like this way. Yep, there's the marker. There it is. There's the recording. Right. All right, better take. Take that stuff. Thank you.
About your test subjects, I assume you're trying new formulations on humans, correct? do they come from, Dr. Ambrose? They come from Tartarus, don't they?
They do.
Why the reluctance? Providing life-affirming employment to the indigent, the criminally indigent? Well, that's a social good, don't you agree?
I have a staff meeting to attend. Excuse me.
All right. So now we just got to get out of here. Get the other one. Which is kind of good that I came back in here, because there's a lot of things I probably missed. There we go. Looks like this is the exit. Yay! We're getting out of here. We're getting out of here. All right. That's where that one is, right there. Okay. So we need to find that one. Aha, 92 meters. Tell you what, easiest thing to do is let's take that. That'll get us a little closer to the marker. There it is. Whoa! Did not see that there. Did not see that there. I thought I cleared this area, but I guess I didn't. Oh, thank goodness I gave them that grenade launcher. Oh, that's making a huge difference. Wow. Right. All right. Inside, there we go. All good stuff. Bits, armor pieces. Yeah. Oh, someone, why would they throw that away?
Dr. Ambrose, tell me about Adrena time. What does it do?
Hasn't Clarence already dumped a pile of promotional materials on your head?
Where's the fun in that? My listeners want to hear it in your own words.
It's an injectable drug that improves a patient's speed, awareness, mental acuity, and endurance. In moderation, Adrenatime will uplift the laboring classes by strengthening their minds and work ethic.
That's quite the mission. What's driving this vision of uplift?
I am a solutions-oriented woman. I see a problem and I am moved to solve it. Poverty is one such problem. Through science, I believe we can improve the poor, and in so doing, improve Halcyon.
Okay, so I think we have one more recording we need. Way out here. Chem lab lower exterior. All right, let's go get it. Okay, I don't think I've cleared this area. I think I may have visited, but I don't think I've cleared it. All right, let's see. Walk paths. Actually, I think I need to go this way. Woo! That's right, make them go boom! Don't go make me go boom. Yeah, down they go. Ow. Oh, they're down there. Okay, well, as long as they stay down there, I don't care. Trash dump discovered. Well, this place is a trash dump, isn't it? This is a dump. Garbage processing log. Day 1. First day on the new job. I can't believe this. What a joy to be here. Someone's happy to be processing garbage? Okay. What a sudden and complete surprise to be promoted to head garbage processing officer. Okay. It would be nice if there were another officer here to teach me the job, but I guess he fell into the feed chute last week. I have made a note not to do this. Whoa. Day 2. I'm starting by reading all available notation regarding the trash compactor. If Spacer's Choice believes that I, a humble chemist, am suited to such lofty work, then I will do my best to succeed at it. Unfortunately, the operating manual for the compactor is covered in blood stains, which does make it difficult to understand. So, a chemist demoted down to head trash officer. Yeah, I don't think they have any confidence in your work at all. Day 3. Compactor was making weird noises today. I thought it was a problem with the compression chamber, so I spent most of the afternoon troubleshooting with the manual. Turns out a sprat had gotten into the hopper. Day 5. The emergency stop does not work. Day 8. My arms are killing me and my back, and let's see, yep, my shoulders. Most of my aches. I thought this was supposed to get easier. I guess I'm not used to physical labor yet. I'm seriously considering microdosing with adrenatine. Maybe once they've gotten a few more of the kinks sorted out. Assuming the idiots over at the chem lab have stopped bickering long enough to do their jobs. Day 19. What am I even doing here? I'm a chemist, for law's sake. Told you. I don't know how any of this works. I'm surprised I have both arms left. Not that anyone else ever comes by the shack to notice. Day 33. I don't know why I'm bothering with the log. No one's going to read it. No one has any intention of reading it. It's pen and paper. They should at least pretend to give a flying fish sticks and give me a data log that is sprat crap. Day 52. Today I compacted a marauder's corpse into a tiny cube of meat just to see what it would look like. I should have felt disgusted, but when I looked at the end result, I didn't feel a thing. Day 76. Is there something I meant to do to maintain the machine? Maybe oil it or something? Day 100. What a milestone. Day 101. Made a game out of lobbing sprats into the compactor's hopper. Gave myself extra points for the live ones. What have I become? Day 140. I wonder what it would look like to run a mantis swarm through the feed chute. What would it look like all crushed down into a tiny cube? Day 183. Got a message from the mine to come out and clean some kind of cargo rail accident. Had to trek all the way out there just to tell them I don't deal with fluids. Morons. Hey, Pokesaurus. Happy Halloween. Glad you could make it. Welcome on in. Day 211. Here's me at my lowest. I've been picking out the most hazardous trash I can find and saving it up to do something nasty to Clarence Place. Need to figure out which room is his. Oh, something. He's mad at Clarence for something. What if I just dove in there? Law, that would hurt. Imagine how slowly and painfully it would crush my body down into juice and meat and shards of bone. Wow. Day 269. The mine crew is still after me to clean up their little accident. Like, I'm not up to my ears in garbage out here. Bodily fluids are outside my wheelhouse. Any bodily fluids from compressing organic material are just incidental. Day 275. I'm done with this log. I'm done with everything. Maybe I'll let the garbage pile up forever. Maybe it'll pile up so high it'll spill out across the canyon and down everything and drown everything and everyone. I can only hope. All right. Okay. Parts. Aha, there's the recording.
Tell me about the production of adrenotime, Dr. Ambrose. I hear Compound X is a unique challenge to work with.
It's temperamental. It must be refined under tightly controlled circumstances at tremendously low temperatures.
Do you compound it with anything else? Tell me more about your refining process. Our audience is conversant in the sciences, very detail-oriented, so don't be afraid to get technical.
Last time I met you, you spoke like a groundbreaker bilge sprat. Why the sudden airs and such specific questions? Does your minder know what you're up to? Does he suspect you're a spy?
Pardon me.
Oh, thanks, Sarah. No, I was muted. All right, so yeah, so it looks like we've got a choice. Yeah, we've either got to bring it to Roscoe or bring it to the Automech. Now, I think the person that gave us it was Georgie, so I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to give it back to her. Oh, the electric fling. So let's go to the exterior. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game, and then if I don't like the way it turns out, I can reload. All right. So it looks like Roscoe's in there. The other person's over there. So I think I think I got her from the Georgie lady. I think is where I got it from. Oh, I can't. I have to hack that. Okay.
This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later.
Kick the automech.
Error. Tilt alarm engaged. Entering emergency reconciliation mode. This unit will now engage calamity protocol. This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later. Have a better than natural day.
Okay.
This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later.
Let's kick him again.
Error. Tilt alarm engaged. Entering emergency reconciliation mode. Calamity. This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later.
So...
Have a better than natural day.
Well then... You know what? I'll just give it to Roscoe. If you don't want it, I think Roscoe will be more than happy to take it. So let's go give it back to him. Tried to give it to the mech. Damn, mech wouldn't take it. So sorry. Let's go and give it to Roscoe. There you are.
Hey, there you are. Been wondering how you were doing. Did you manage to find those recordings?
I did.
Well, I'll be damned. That's exactly what I'm looking for. But Spacer's Choice won't let me out of here until I deliver the whole set. Do you think you could get the rest?
I got them all.
Well, I'll be damned. That's exactly what I'm looking for. But Spacer's Choice won't let me out of here until I deliver the whole set. Do you think you could get the rest?
I have them all.
Sure, I'm an open book.
What's the deal with Lucky Montoya?
Nice enough guy. Fashioned himself one of those professional gumshoes, like in the serials. They usually work for the board, rooting out dissidents and the like. Lucky, though, he was freelance. Worked for anyone who paid, no matter their allegiance. You ask me, I think the guy just likes snooping around in folks' terminal messages.
Lex sent me his arm in the mail. Did she tell you that?
No, but I'd wager Lex there's a lot of weird shit she doesn't tell anyone about. That's the sublight way. Gotta say, though, mailing a stranger some dead guy's arm probably tops the list. At least I'd hope so.
What was Gorgon like in his heyday?
Frenetic, chaotic, vicious. Take your pick. I wasn't here at the start, but going off what folks told me about the early days, Gorgon started out with promise. The board's best and brightest were excited to work here. Said it was a good posting. The project director had a vision and big, bold ideas.
And then?
Nothing good lasts long in Halcyon. Thing is, the schedules coming out of the corporate office were unrealistic from the get-go, and they were trying to do the project on a shoestring budget. Couple that with the obvious personnel problems and toxic junk in the product, it was only a matter of time before it all went to hell.
Was that when Marauders appeared?
Could have been, yeah. Marauders didn't just fall out of the sky one day. They were made here on Gorgon. How, though? That's the question. Sprat Shack legend has it they crawled out of the mines one day. Heard one fella suggest they might even be aliens.
Perception, but you know different.
I think the drug they were developing here turned people into Marauders. Not on purpose, mind, but over time. Marauderhood's not the flu. It ain't contagious and they don't reproduce. So how else would they get all over the colony?
I sure as hell don't trust it. At least alcohol's pure, right? But Void only knows what garbage Auntie Cleo and Spacer's Choice are trying to put in our bodies.
I don't have proof, mind. It's just a hunch.
Gorgon's a ruin now. What sent it over the edge?
Shit, any number of things. Fire, primals, sabotage. It didn't happen all at once, but it happened fast enough folks couldn't respond in time. Now, if you're asking how it all kicked off, might have been spies that did it. Corporate espionage, you know. Auntie Cleo's. I never did figure it out. Not about to try now.
You must have talked to a lot of staff here. What were they working on?
Adrenatime. I'm sure you know it. Was a drug, something to make folks work harder, work smarter. Had a lot of nasty side effects. Didn't seem so bad to me at the time, but then I hadn't met the test subjects yet. The whole thing was real hush-hush. A lot of worry about corporate spies, especially from Auntie Cleo's. I probably shouldn't even be mentioning it to you, to be honest. Spacer's Choice? They're really not fond of spies.
Who is?
Fair point. Not even spies like spies.
What do you know about these senior researchers?
Not much, except that there was a whole gaggle of them, and so far as I could tell, they absolutely hated each other. Dr. Ambrose would hardly let me speak to any of them, but she complained about him all the time.
What'd she complain about?
Everything, seemed like. Marion Blakesley, for example, lady who ran HIA, wouldn't return any of her messages. Not once, for years. Jasper Lowe, guy who headed up Chem, was high more than he was sober. He insisted on running special tests on primals, too. Law knows what for.
Anything else?
Dr. Ambrose really had it out for this guy Lawrence Goodfellow. Ran OCI. Would lose his shit if he saw red on a schedule. By the end, I heard folks were turning in completely bunk progress reports just to keep him out of their hair. Had this little minion, too. An actuary named Clarence Mosley. Obsessed with quantifying every detail of his sad little life. Mosley was the guy who got me mixed up in all this. Asshole. I hope a primal ate him.
So there were tension between the researchers?
Oh yeah, it wasn't just that Dr. Ambrose hated them. They seemed to hate each other too. OCI pushed a ludicrous schedule. Chem made a bad product, and HIA returned garbage results. A regular merry-go-round of shit flying in every direction. It's no surprise it all fell apart.
After everything we've seen, that's the understatement of your career.
Shit, blood, trust us. They left a lot of messes behind.
My editor said my prose was too purple, and here I could have gone vermilion.
All right, never mind.
Not a problem. Anything else? Well, I'll be damned. That's exactly what I'm looking for. But Spacer's Choice won't let me out of here until I deliver the whole set. Do you think you could get the rest? Of course, I won't be going anywhere, so, you know, take your time.
Thought I had them all. Let's look at the journal. I have them. According to this, I have them all. Let me talk to him
find
again.
Those recordings?
Let me see. Can I ask you something else?
Sure, I'm an open book.
No.
Not a problem. Anything else?
I'll let you know when I find the recordings.
Be safe out there.
Hey, that's weird. I mean, according to the journal, I have them all. I just have to turn them in. I was just, yeah, I mean, I thought maybe something like that. I'm just trying to see if I can find them in my inventory, but. Color nav key. Pass key. Spect. See, I mean, they're all right here, but it doesn't let me equip them. That's weird. Find the journal. Yeah, I don't get it. According to the quest, I have them all. And he's not telling me if there's anything else elsewhere. So I don't know. If you could, that'd be great, Sarah, if you could. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and progress the other journal. I can always go back. Or the other, this quest here. Manufacturing Center. All right, the quest name is called The Electric Fling. It's part of the Peril on Gorgon DLC. Hey, Keaton, welcome on in. Glad you could make it. Hope you're having a great day. This is the Outer Worlds Spacer's Choice edition. It's an RPG by Obsidian. Sarah's looking up a quest for me here. Because according to this, I have everything I need to turn it in, but for some reason I can't turn in the quest. So Sarah's looking it up for me. So just wait and see here. And happy Halloween to you too. And while we're waiting, we do have a special live stream coming up later this evening. Sarah will be with me. Looks like it's bugged. Okay, Sarah. All right, thank you. Yeah, maybe we'll try it again later after we maybe get past the red command. We'll try the red tape command. Thank you, Sarah. So yeah, as I was saying, we've got a special live stream coming up later this evening at 6 p.m. Pacific time with another content creator, Geeky Kitten and Misty. Sarah will be with us. We're going to be playing Ghostbusters for a Halloween special. So definitely, if you want, check that out. 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, we'll take all those. All right, so yeah, I'm going to keep going here. Oh, it is fun. It really is fun. It's really fun. It really is.
Damn time. Let's find that journal. I want off this fucking rock.
Let's do this, and then let's get paid.
Oh, I love that music. All right, I'm going to save the game. And we'll see what Sarah said here. According to the AI, they said you can, however, complete the optional part by returning the photograph to, or by returning them to the designated location. I've done that. I did that, and it wouldn't let me do it. Oh, eventually we'll complete the, get the main quest chain done. We're working on most of the DLCs. Oh yeah, we'll definitely get it. We'll definitely get progress on here. It's definitely fun. It's a role-playing game, so yeah, we'll definitely make some progress. And we got a robot called Pam. Okay, thanks, Sarah. Appreciate that.
Welcome to the Adrenatime Synthesis and Manufactory Center, brought to you by Spacer's Choice. This productivity automechanical unit is at your disposal. Its normal duties involve the management of legacy operations analytics. However, due to the promotion, demotion, death, or injury to other managers of this facility, this unit is now the acting manager of the following departments: reception, human resources, accounting, technical support, manufacturing, distribution, security. Please direct any questions about those departments to Pam. Answers not guaranteed.
You're the only one here? That'll make this easy.
According to this facility's hierarchy, there are 0 acting managers at this Spacer's Choice facility. Not to worry. If a middle manager cannot immediately be replaced, Pam can safely oversee 3.176 departments. When you're in a productivity pinch, Pam can pick up the pieces. Uh-oh. It looks like there are intruders in this facility. Protocol recommends speaking to the head of facility security right away.
Let's see. Okay, no problem, Sarah. Trying to guess what I just I have no idea. So much for that. But you're managing more than that. I thought you said you were the head of security.
Did you know that keeping your workers alive boosts productivity? That's why every PAM unit comes equipped with the latest Spacer's Choice weaponry. When PAM's emergency combat protocols are activated, your investments are sure to be protected. Warning: due to power consumption, combat protocols cannot be activated when PAM's power is below 73% without deactivating managerial processes. Spacer's Choice policy dictates that managerial processes take priority. This unit's power rating is 57%.
How can I recharge
Ain't messing
you?
with tangled cables or confusing batteries? With PAM, you'll never have to. Just pop in a Firefly brand industrial strength battery, and Pam's ready to go. Out of batteries and need productivity now? No problem. Just hook Pam's power source up to another automechanical, and Pam will get your employees back in line in no time.
Can you override that behavior?
PAM is fully customizable to fit your preferred management style. With the correct override codes, you can alter any of Pam's behaviors at will. Some limitations apply. Spacer's Choice does not accept legal responsibility for any injuries or traumas sustained after altering Pam's behaviors. See manual for details.
Let's give it a shot anyway. Engage emergency combat protocols.
Emergency combat protocols cannot be engaged at less than 73% power without proper authorization. Please ensure that this unit is fully charged, or present your override password.
Yeah, I'm not saying that override code. No.
How can I increase your productivity today?
Let's see. So you're pretty automatic.
PAM helps each and every member of the Spacer's Choice family be the best they can be. When you're managed by Pam, your workday gets unjammed.
Manage? You're actually in charge of people?
Don't think of Pam as your boss. I'm just your pal, here to make sure that every member of the Spacer's Choice family stays on task and on schedule. With Pam at the helm, you'll never be overwhelmed.
How do you keep people more productive?
Feeling down? Pam is loaded with over 1,000 encouraging messages, each designed to make you feel like an important member of the Spacer's Choice family. Schedule slipping? Not to worry. Pam tracks all of your deadlines and has the tools to whip your efficiency back into shape. You'll be a team player in no time, thanks to Pam.
I'd never let some rust bucket boss me around.
Uh-oh. Has dissident propaganda corrupted your workforce? Not a problem. Pam comes equipped with a military-grade N-ray cannon and a coat of our patented plasma proofing. With a 98.3% riot suppression rate, when Pam is here, your metrics have nothing to fear. How can I increase your productivity today?
Let's see. Tell me about this facility.
The Adrenatime Synthesis and Manufactory Center is where Spacer's Choice's newest product is being created. Get a leg up on the competition with Adrenatime. You are now in the lobby. The floors above you are the offices, the manufactory, and the Adrenatime synthesizer. The floors below you are the sublevels and the synthesizer reactor. How can I increase your productivity today?
I need to boost my. How about some motivation?
Spacer's Choice likes to maintain a positive work environment. So if you have to cry, please do so in the supply closet.
Cry in the supply closet. Pam, engage emergency combat protocols.
Emergency combat protocols cannot be engaged at less than 73% power without proper authorization.
I'll try it. Crack you. Do what I want.
Password incorrect, but I love your passion. Keep up the good work. Employee identification number. How can I increase your productivity today?
All right, I should go. All right, messages. What do we got? Here we go. I lost my ID. Rosemary, hey, sorry to bother you, but I lost my ID. Don't know what happened. I had a very strict system for organizing my desk. Someone probably took it. Can you deactivate it and give me a new one? Thanks. Hey, Rosemary, you seen 5 feet around? Pam's old battery is having trouble holding a charge, and all my spares keep disappearing. You know how it goes around here. If something's disappearing, 5 feet probably swiped it and put it in the facilities office like a trophy. Since your desk in the lobby isn't too far from facilities, I was hoping you might have spotted him on his way in or something. If you do, tell him Mike Liu has 3 packs of Spacer's Corona to trade for the industrial strength Firefly battery that disappeared last week. I'd appreciate it. All right. It looks like that's been updated. Interesting. Okay. See the tape of command. All right, let's look at the journal. Or the message, Pam, I have a spare battery in a facilities office. Okay. So let's see. Where's this facilities office? Let's try over here. That's the lounge. Oh, we'll go in the lounge. Oh, did I not pick it up? I did. Machine gun. This. Oh, okay. Pam. Pam override code. All right, here we go. These dang tech support slackwits, when we barred the door to HR and accounting and made them use the stairwell, they would not stop whining about it, but at every turn they prove me right about it. Nosy little craps are always up to some kind of humbuggery. And the auto mechanical specialist that's in charge of Pam is the worst frackin' one. He's always changing some setting or another for routine repairs, and then after all heck breaks loose, it's up to me and my security team to pick up the pieces. That's pretty frackin' hard to do considering half my team has paws instead of hands. Let's see. Cannons are easier to manage, they said. They're more resource efficient, they said. Fracking top rungers. Everyone wonders why I'm always drinking in the lounge. Anyway, this guy changed Pam's combat overload again without telling me. Again, I don't think Pam, blam, thank you, ma'am, A2368 fits security guidelines, but screw it. At least this time, it's not about another employee's mother. Oh, wow. 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 Can't believe that. That code. All right. Come here, Pam.
Happy day of the week. Employee, I hope you're excited for today's placeholder meeting. How can I increase your productivity today?
Let's see. Engage emergency protocols.
Emergency combat protocols cannot be engaged at less than 73% power without proper authorization. Please ensure that this unit is fully charged, or present your override password. Password accepted. Congratulations! You are properly authorized to activate emergency combat protocols. Error. Employee's biometric ID does not match this unit's designated manager. Proceeding with verbal management test. Pretend that this PAM unit is one of your employees who's been working long hours. What would you say to give them an extra pep pill in their step?
Lie, that promotion's right around the corner. Keep putting in those hours. Inspiration. If you could come in 5 hours later tomorrow, that'd be great. Keep working late, and we'll serve free pep pills and Spratwurst after hours. You're giving me a test after all the trouble I went through? Forget it.
When you get in early and get out late, you're our favorite kind of teammate. Remember, PAM tracks every second you're at your desk. Employees in the 93rd percentile or higher get an encouraging platitude every day. Verbal management test complete. Result. Employee is a Spacer's Choice manager. 94% certainty. Engaging emergency combat protocols. Stand by.
Woohoo! All right, Pam is off and running. All right, you go take care of those evil marauders. All right, and while you do that, I'm gonna go level up here. Put some skill points in. All right, so what do we got? Hack, engineering, science, medical. Sneak. Don't worry about sneak too much. Persuade, lie, intimidate. Nah. Let's see. Lockpick. Let's see. Tough choices. I think it's gonna be between hack and locksmith. Or lockpick. Let's go lockpick. Let's put all 10 in lockpick. There. All right, so we got lockpicking speeds increased in nearly every instant. Cool. All right, and we can level up. If we have level again, we'll put the next 10 in that one. All right, skills. We're going to apply them. Journal. Codex. PAM overwrite code. LE. Aha, skill. All right, what do we got? Companions base health. Yeah, let's increase their health a little bit. Why not? Okay, so that way they don't die. Base health. Generated. Armor rating. Melee damage. Quick time range weapon. Reload speed. Yeah, we'll do this one. Okay, there we go. All right, let's get going. Pam already took off. She gone. Oh, there she is. Ooh, I'm gonna have to change this weapon. All right, what do we got? What am I using? That one. All right. Well, let's change that. Yeah, there we go. Save my light ammo. Thank you, Pam. You keep at it. Spacer's Choice, thanks you for your assistance. All right, thank you for using that. All right, here we go. Mr. Newell, no, there are no socks involved in the production of Spacer's Choice Terra Fried Spratwurst. The hologram of the machine is likely just malfunctioning. It should read out of stock. Miss Sutherland, I regret to inform you that vending machines do not take returns. Please do not try to fit your can of Spacer's Choice Gourmet Salt Tuna Fillets into the bit cartridge slot, as it will damage the machine and prevent other employees from using it. Thank you so much for your times. You're so much. All right. Workstation. Oh, okay. It's the same one, it looks like. Yeah, same one. All right, here we go. All messages. Here we go. Let's see. Harold, prosperous morning. This is an informal reminder that your adhesive notes are intended to track your trouble tickets. Please do not use your adhesive notes to create patterns on your divider wall. I'd hate to remind you that unsanctioned aesthetic expression is strictly contrary to Spacer's Choice law. And I definitely hate to be reprimanded because I didn't warn you. Please endeavor to use the adhesive notes in a manner prescribed by Spacer's Choice official guidelines. Oh, I wonder if we could find this person's area. Michael, this is just to tell you that I've reported your recent unsanctioned language to Human Resources. You were recently talking about seeing some of your colleagues act paranoid and violent. Try to remember the new guidelines from corporate. Don't call your colleagues paranoid. They're experiencing dramatically heightened attention. Don't call your colleagues violent. They're showing physically assertive behavior. I am as concerned as you are about the curious and surprising behavior we've been seeing around the premises, but try to keep your language sanctioned. Clean language is a matter of security.
Your guts look pretty.
Oh, let's see, was there a chest? Yeah, there was.
Ooh, what'd you find?
Good stuff.
Come out and
Where'd Pam go?
I smell blood!
Ow! Don't hit me! Don't hit me! All right, that's it. That's it. I'm going melee on your butts. Yeah, you better be scared. I'm going melee on your butts. You done now? Piss me off. Whoa! Where'd you come from? You want a piece of me? You want a piece of me? Nah, I want the whole frickin' thing. Woo! Thank you for killing him.
Come out, Slay! Gonna find you! I'm gonna find you! Got one! You scared? Come out, Slay! Behind you!
Anybody else? Oh, so yeah, you would want a piece of me. Take that. All right, messages. All right, sir, I promise you no automechanical in the galaxy is capable of falling in love with you. It is far outside their set of capabilities. If there is a legitimate reason for this current automechanical is not fulfilling your department's needs, please file a request for an upgrade using form AM-265B with permission from your manager. Thank you. No, sir, that was not a comment about your inability to secure a marriage contract. No automechanical is capable of loving you because they are literally not capable of loving anyone. Automechanicals function through a simple series of state of machines that are designed to problem solve for a limited list of scenarios. These scenarios all directly relate to the task that the automechanical was created for. In other words, a security automechanical might be able to question unauthorized personnel about where they left their biometric ID card, but a chef automechanical can only ask them if they want extra salt. Even if, in theory, an automechanical was deliberately modified to learn speech patterns and how to mimic human behavior, those behaviors would be a hollow imitation. So if your automechanical assistant really did make a comment about your posterior, it was because they were programmed to say it. That's all. Judith, now is not the best time to request a transfer. I got a reliable source that tells me the OCI may be under official audit soon. There's been word of some kind of corporate sabotage. I wouldn't request a transfer to the chem labs either. They've just had their budget and their personnel slashed. Trust me, you don't want to be associated with either office. Stay with us. We know what we're doing. I want to see if I can find this guy, the one with the patterns of the sticky notes. 'Cause I think it was a guy. All right, what do we got here? Personnel files. Retrieving personnel files, standby. Files located. Tech support. Would like to remind all employees that this is not the this is not the messenger menu. Saving these files will not send a message to another Spacer's Choice employee, even if it is saved to a directory with the same name as said employee. Thank you. All right, backstory. Halcyon Hank is the long-lost half-brother of Halcyon Helen. At the age of 7, he saved his family from a pirate attack, but he had to leave the ship in a separate escape pod. While the rest of his family was rescued by a passing patrol, Hank's escape pod landed on Monarch, and he had to survive in the wild. Raised among raptidons, he foiled numerous schemes concocted by cannibalistic iconoclasts who were trying to spread their listless, dependent way of life across the colony. Now he's finally made it off Monarch and is ready to save Halcyon from insert whoever Sally makes as the villain here. Addendum, ask if Sally can make supporting character that thanks Hank's love interest. That's Hank's love interest. She promised she would last time. Okay, messages. Harold just sent management my cancellation form regarding our systems and serfdom sessions. I've been told I won't receive a refund on the leisure time I purchased for our group. I'll handle the cancellation fees too. Let's not talk about what happened with Colin at the last session. Let's not talk about Colin at all. Not to management and not to medical either. If you need something for the injury, I'll see about getting you some AT. Sally. Interesting. All right, personnel files. All right, Pam, power siphoning, primary milieu. With the battery shortage, I need to find a way to recharge Pam in a pinch. Vargas and I have divided up all the remaining batteries, and eventually even those won't hold much of a charge. At least not if you just plug in the unit into the wall as designed. Turns out, though, Spacer's Choice batteries actually only charge at half capacity. If you use them as intended, I think it's planned obsolescence. They want the batteries to wear out sooner, so folks buy more of them. Doesn't make much sense to do it at your own facilities, in my opinion, but what the frack do I know, right? Anyway, I think I found a way to bypass it, at least on the biped models. If you take two similar units, link their power supplies, initiate a surge from one unit to the other, it should force the battery to use its full capacity. Basically, I can double the lifespan of our batteries by having the units jumpstart each other. Not going to use it just yet, though. Always a chance that someone catches wind of it and they close the loophole. So I better save it for an emergency. All right, weapon tuning. I cannot believe they gave Pam a dang N-ray cannon. Talk about overkill. That's not much in the known galaxy deadlier than there's not much in the known galaxy deadlier than N-ray radiation, and once it's let loose, it's hard to contain. Most living things seem to give it off in microscopic doses, not enough to be harmful on its own, but enough to draw larger, deadlier masses of N-rays from one living thing to another within a certain radius. Which means I need to take extra care to make sure Pam's cannon is tuned for maximum precision. If the barrel is even 1 degree out of alignment, you'd risk thousands of bits of collateral damage every time she fires it. All right, last week a pair of technicians at my designated workplace fell into a pretty bad row. There were a lot of seditious words used. I don't want to repeat them here. Management stepped in. I haven't seen them since. I don't think their indenturement contracts were nullified. Otherwise, I would have received a reprimand myself. On account of having worked with terminated colleagues, they haven't been in their domiciles. They haven't been at their stations. I don't think they were fired. I think they deserted. I'm not going to share their names because I don't want that on my audit report. All I know is this. The office isn't working the way it should. Dr. Ambrose is nervous, and when she's nervous, we're all nervous. Michael, one of my colleagues, disappeared 3 nights ago. She's been falling behind her deadlines and was medicating herself with adrenatime. I was jealous of her work ethic, so I can't imagine what compelled her to just disappear. Frankly, I'm glad she was starting to make me look bad. There's something strange happening in the office, and I don't know what to make of it. Nothing going according to plan. Clarence mostly had a phrase that he muttered now and then. The Bancroft coefficient is approaching. Apparently, there's some fellow named Lucien Bancroft. If he's real, Dr. Ambrose answers to him. I think he's a cipher or a code name or something. I don't know how chaotic or messy a project has to be before that coefficient hits 1, but I know bad things happen when Lucien Bancroft shows up. Contracts nullified, waste disposed, assets eliminated. Yeah, I'll keep my head down. All right, let's see. Alright, so there's got to be a way. Okay, there's a door right there. Alright, let's see. Ah, there's the door. Is it locked? Can I get through? Nope. Through here. get in through here. Map. All right, so I got a door there and a door there. Okay, go this way. Aha, here we go. Where the heck did Pam go? All right, so it looks like I was a little over encumbered. No wonder I was having some problem moving. All right, let's see. Light ammo. That's what I should probably buy. Light ammo. All right, what do we got here? All right, there we go. Because I know I was low on light ammo. All right. Well, while they're fighting, I'm going to go look around. I'm going to let them do the work for me. Oh, can't use while in combat. Go figure. Oh, I might as well go and open this door. All right, so good. They're out of combat now. Awesome. Oh, poor Pam. She ran out of power and died. All right, we got messages. Okay. All right. It's not broken, it's just out of paper, which I have to say is pretty darn amazing. How in the name of the grand plan did you manage to print 450 documents in a week? Those can't all be transfer requests, can they? I know this project is well funded, but the head researcher must be even more famous than I thought if we're getting this many. Colin, you know our policy, even if you do have proof that Mr. Putnam has been taking your lunch. Spacer's Choice disciplinary guidelines for theft only apply to Spacer's Choice property. Your lunch and Mr. Putnam are all constituent Spacer's Choice property. It is legally impossible for property to steal from itself. Wow. Okay. Please note then an inability to protect your own resource of nourishment will be reflected on your permanent record. Wow. If you cannot be trusted to guard your own sandwich, you cannot be trusted to guard classified information on behalf of Spacer's Choice. Wow. Karen Blomst, Senior Regional Vice Manager of Human Resources. P.S. Please have these reports sorted and on my desk before lunch. You're not in a junior position anymore, Colin. Wow. That's just bad. Really? All right, messages. What do we got? Let's see. Spacer's Choice is aware of Dr. Lowe's eccentric habits. Yes, Dr. Lowe medicates himself with experimental drugs on his own design. No, we have not mentioned this flaw to Dr. Lowe's character in our exchange contract with Auntie Cleo. We believe that Dr. Lowe's behavior is consistent with the values of our rival company. Dr. Lowe and Auntie Cleo are, in the opinion of Spacer's Choice, an ideal match. Dr. Lowe and Auntie Cleo Company believe themselves to be better than nature. Please be informed that Auntie Cleo has generously offered at least 3 senior personnel in exchange for Dr. Lowe. It is Spacer's Choice Company policy to accept any bargain in our favor. Sincerely, the Human Resources Manager. The Senior Regional Vice Manager of Human Resources. All right, Michael, the office has reviewed your recent report of unlawful behavior exhibited by certain colleagues at your designated workplace. We find the contents of your report alarming and inconsistent with the values and vision of Spacer's Choice family. While it is the duty of every member of our family to report seditious and unlawful behavior, it is important to express your report using appropriate company-approved language. Your description of violent outbursts and aggressive behavior from your colleagues is problematic. Furthermore, the office disapproves of your obvious exaggerations of any physical injuries sustained in your alleged altercations with your colleagues. Spacer's Choice is not liable or responsible for any injuries caused by Spacer's Choice property, including machinery or other co-workers. Your description of your colleagues' behavior portrays Spacer's Choice in an unflattering light and will be stricken from any official record. Do not discuss, describe, or imply the contents of your report to your co-workers. Wow. Pile of cigarettes. Number of cigarettes indicate that the smoke's lifespan is shortened approximately 11.2 years. Interesting. While I'm right here, I get all the... Oh, this is probably a different vending machine. I'll take it. Cool.
They're building something here. And it probably ain't good.
So it looks like we've got some enemies here. Where are they? They're here somewhere. They're creeping about. Aha. Right there. Whoa! What the heck is that thing? Woo! Helps if I shoot the right person. Woo! Woo! Okay, drug addiction. Takes me drugs and other addiction. I'm gonna reject that. All right, what do we have on this terminal? Messages. Let's see. New adventure. All right, I run the SMC's Interdepartmental Systems and Serfdoms game. We host participants from every part of Spacer's Choice family, technical support, human resources, and even here in the manufactory. Well, we just received the stunning conclusion of our last campaign, and I'm submitted the necessary paperwork to begin a new one soon. Interested? A few spaces for adventuring spacers are still available. Not sure what systems and serfdom is? Don't worry, we're beginner friendly, and I'll be happy to walk you through the character creation and more. SNS is all about helping each other and having a good time after all. If you are not familiar with the systems and serfdoms, fret not. Novice entry fees are minimal. Please note, I am required by corporate to admit a detail. I am required by corporate to submit a detailed report of our adventures for moral hygiene auditing. Please also note that any subversive character concepts will result in immediate report. Sally, thank you for putting in the extra time to fix those terminals on the top floors. Even though you're not a designated member of the technical support team, your work saved me a reprimand on my permanent record. In fact, your work was so impressive that I thought you might appreciate having a few more tasks on your desk. You must have noticed the adhesive notes on your desk. These are backlog repair tasks from technical support team. I understand you've got your own work in the manufactory, but I think you'd benefit from additional tasks. Remember, work fortifies the spirit. Wow. Just want to make sure I got everything. I think I'm encumbered. Yep, I sure am. All right, what do we got? Okay, that can... actually, let's go to inventory. Here we go. Yeah, we'll go ahead and... let's hold R to... Okay, there we go. And we'll go ahead and we're going to break that down. Uses light. That's heavy. Okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Got quite a few of those. So we'll go ahead and we'll break that one down. Break that one down. Break that down. Break that down. 365. All right, yeah, I don't need that one. Flamethrower. Ooh, that's a nice flamethrower too. I'll hang on to it, and we'll get rid of that. That for now. We'll keep that. Oh, we'll trash that. Trash that. 7769. Okay. Break. First, let's go to here to Ellie. What has she got? 4 here. 40 and 58. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh, 67. Yeah. There we go. I'm a little bit more geared up. How about Nokia? What do we have? No, Nokia. 160. Okay, I think I'm good to go over here. And I'm just going to start breaking stuff down. right. I think that's good enough. I think that's good enough. All right, anything in here? Yeah. All right, let's see here. Anything else? See a workbench. Okay. All right, modify. All right, let's see. Yeah, we could probably modify that. Install some mods. What do we got? I don't think I got anything on here. I think. Crit damage, noise range. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, why not? What do we got here? Shock, plasma, corrosion. Yeah, we'll do that one. The sights. Yeah, effective range. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, there we go. All right, and let's just do a quick save here. It's been a little bit. All right. Ooh. Hit the wrong button. Didn't want the time dilation stuff. All right, here we go.
Kids would love this. It is pretty though. In a maniacally graceful way.
Let's see. Is this a door we can open? No. Okay. Oh, box. Necklace. Take that. Junk, but still. Money. Money, 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 money! Money!
God is the Ambrose's office. We're close, Captain.
This, service elevator to lobby. Okay. Well, don't want to do that yet. But what's interesting is there's a crawl space right here. Interesting. Pick up watercolor painting. Cool. Got a pretty view from here, though. Really nice view. That's the journal we want. All right, let's look at the terminal. Admin functions. There are no administrative function available. Return to root. Messages. Okay. Incoming. Displaying incoming messages. No. You have cleared your messages. Congratulations. Automated message has been sent to your supervisor notifying them of your idleness. New tasks will be dispatched to you momentarily. Remember, idle time demands a fine. Alright, outgoing messages. Sent. Displaying all from Goodfellow Lawrence. You think you can hide from me, you little twerp? I know a serum that will make you feel as if you lived 1,000 years in just 8 hours. How would you like to spend the night in waste processing? The schedule you sent me must be a template or the work of an intern because it's patently insane. We're nowhere near to hitting Lucian's proposed milestones. Branding hopes and wishes won't magically change that, no matter what the corporate offer says. My compound is months from viable. Lawrence, it kills people. If you'd like proof, you're welcome to try it yourself. I'll even show you where to stick it. I expect to see revised schedule before the week is out. I've seen the brand manager sniffing about, Lawrence. I know your department is gearing up for a big announcement, and mine is the only project on this fracking asteroid. Send me your intended production and release schedule immediately. This is a waste of my time. The last thing my team needs is a fleet of gadflies descending on the labs and asking stupid questions. We're months behind as it is. However, because Lucian demanded it, I will consider the program's request if the following conditions are met. Lucian guarantees me the right to review and approve the recordings. The journalists are confined to Gorgon for the duration of the project. It could be years. Make sure they understand that. If they leak details of our work to the press, I will put a hit out on them myself. I know people, Lawrence. The journalists bunk in shipping and receiving. We can't have them fraternizing with the project staff outside their scheduled interviews. These people are our enemies, not our friends. No one will be coming down with an acute case of friendship on my watch. My team will not be held responsible for the inevitable delays this tomfoolery will cause. The only individual who will be working overtime on this is you. Understood? Change the frackin' name, Lawrence. I don't care if the inbred simpletons at headquarters were just having a laugh. Customers don't know what it means. You may choose from the list of acceptable alternatives. Asbuterol, Cleomatics, Bindatron, and Medicine. Alright, outgoing, sent. Displaying all outgoing messages. Cancel all the letters if they've been hand delivered and someone sent to retrieve them. Secrecy triumphs sentiment. Don't ever let me do anything that's so indulgent again. Personalize and forward the following note to the families of the deceased volunteers. Take carbon copies and send those on to Lucian at the usual address. Make sure he gets every single one. Ollie, dear name. It is with regret that I am to inform you of the death that your relation, name they died peacefully attended by their fellows, and the assistant beeping that we're hearing while reading this message. Please accept our sympathies in this default time. Though it may offer you little comfort, know that your relation died in service of a better, more productive Halcyon while trying to repair the noise. In accordance with the agreement name signed with Tartarus Corrections, a division of the United Defense Logistics, their term of incarceration is now considered complete because they couldn't fix the noise. Marion, I now see why you held back your reports. Strangulation, attempted disemboweling, blunt force trauma to the head with a bedpan. It's not just that volunteer deaths are up, but that the ways in which they're dying are appalling. This is unconscionable, an unmitigated disaster. Why don't they fix this incessant beeping? Cease administration of the compound immediately. I'll take this to our liaison, Lucian. Surely I'll show him these results. He'll understand that we can't take this product to market as it currently stands. Marianne, it's been 3 weeks. This noise is so freaking bad. Where the frack are the reports from HIA? Deliver them to me by the end of the day, or deliver me your letter of resignation. I'm done asking. In the future, you will send me bi-weekly reports, HI status on repairing this noise. These reports will indicate an inventory of the test subjects, which version of the Gorgon compound they have administered, how frequently they have occurred, and who has been administering them. These reports will append a mortality record of the noise that keeps killing people. This record will include an accounting of the burn down rate of our current stock of volunteers and compound ampules, in addition to a thorough analysis of their injuries. I want to see charts, Mari. Big frackin' charts with lots of precious little numbers. And before you ask, bi-weekly means twice a week. Don't pretend you don't know what I mean. All right, Jasper, I dug into the volunteer data Marion sent over. You were right. Current formulation is resulting in alarming outcomes even by SC standards. Parethia and I performed a handful of autopsies on this week's deceased and made a few notable observations. In one case, that a young man in his early 20s, we noticed a degree of gray matter lost between one. Expect to see a man of his 70 because of the noise was interfering with his brain waves. His brain also had atrophy to a shocking extent, again as one might expect in a much older man. In another case, that a woman in middle age, the subject was no longer able to achieve natural sleep after 11 consecutive days of wakefulness because of this noise that this alarm keeps making. She was no longer able to distinguish her violent hallucinations from reality. Yet even as she spiraled, she demanded additional injections. I was sure our last tweak would reduce the incidence of violence among the volunteer population, but instead, we need to fix this darn alarm. We might attempt to further refine the compound through partitioning, though I'm doubtful that will be the efficacious. Excuse me. Violence aside, I'm growing increasingly concerned by the habit-forming nature of the compound. What do you think? High priority, return them to me immediately, and for frack's sake, turn off this dang alarm! Don't let the journalists off the fracking asteroid. Pursuant to last week's incident, new security protocols are now in effect. All lab personnel must tidy their workstations at the end of their shift. Close and lock all drawers, safes. Excuse me. Closets, vents, and lab doors before leaving the day. All visitors must be accompanied. Furthermore, any laboratory tech accompanying a guest who has not received certification in either self-defense or hand-to-hand combat must also be accompanied by a member of the security team, or they will be set to torture by this alarm. All confidential information must remain as such. Do not discuss the nature of your work outside or inside the lab, except to warn peers of immediate danger such as fire, chemical spill, or suspected corporate espionage. Which is this an alarm? All laboratory techs are to isolate themselves until further notice. Any laboratory tech found fraternizing in groups of 2 or more, or found speaking with the same person more than once, will be remanded to Spacer's Choice Human Resource Re-Education and Reallocation Department and be tortured to 5 weeks of this alarm. Finally, unless you are actually physically sitting in an interview session pre-approved by me, do not speak to the fracking journalists. Effective immediately, Herbert S. German is no longer an employee of Spacer's Choice PRND Division. His body has been forwarded to the chemical waste dump for processing. Mr. St. Germain was a saboteur sent by a rival firm to disrupt our vital efforts. Clearly, he was the one that set off this alarm. and no one's been able to fix it. It's only thanks to the swift reporting of one of your esteemed colleagues that Mr. St. Germain was prevented from causing any significant damage to our facilities, intellectual property, or staff. Tell that to my ears. I understand that Mr. St. Germain was popular around the Gorgon campus for his genial and helpful demeanor. That is because he was a spy. If you encounter any similar friendly staff, alert a member of the security team immediately. We are shifting all of Mr. St. Germain's remaining tasks to our laboratory technicians to fix this incessant alarm. Finally, anyone caught visiting his grave or discussing his departure will be remanded to Spacer's Choice Human Resources, Education, and Relocation Department. The materials we work with are dangerous and we will result in permanent injury, disfigurement, or madness when handled for exterior periods, and this alarm is driving me crazy. Therefore, all laboratory personnel will now report to the project physician, Dr. Renthia Labdick, for monthly physicals and psychiatric evaluations for what this alarm is causing. I do this out of abundance of caution. Schedule your first appointment immediately and notify me when you do. I have access to your medical records, so I will know when you shirk. Do not make me drag you to his office myself. If you're receiving this message, I am currently unavailable because I'm trying to get away from this alarm. In my absence, I have instructed my secretary, Herbert Harrell, to reply to any incoming messages with this pre-approved response. Dear Dr. Ambrose, great timing. I was just sending Herbie over to your department to also torture you with this alarm with a preliminary production schedule. As with so much of the work we do at the OCI, the design and production schedule is more of an art than a science. Timetables and milestones are less contractual obligation and more aspirational cartography. Mr. Lawrence Goodfellow, many of you may be familiar with Odin Pictures, Byzantium's premier purveyor of Aetherware drama and drama-adjacent entertainment. Several of my personal associates at Odeon Pictures have launched a satellite radio called Pictureless Pictures, with emphasis radio programs and serials intended to excite the senses and palpate the glands. I have received a request to approve a radio documentary program examining the lives and contributions of Spacer's Choice scientists appearing on Gorgon. The name of this documentary is Moments with Genius. I do not approve of this superfluous exclamation point, but I approve of the general idea. Please inform me of the other managers. Oh, thank goodness we're finally getting out of there. Oh, thank goodness. Uh-oh.
Mercenary and Halcyon on you. It's your choice, Captain.
We're not gonna let this brat bug tell us what to do, are we, Captain?
No.
I'm getting sick of chasing shadows. You can't shoot shadows.
Oh, haha. That's what the crawl space was for, because they shut the doors. Oh. Sorry about that alarm noise, everyone. I had no control over that. Oh, I'm sorry if that irritated everybody. It was irritating me. For anyone who couldn't tell, I was interjecting jokes about the alarm. Though some of those jokes were a lot. Actually, the alarm jokes were not in those readings. All right, let's just take a look, see where we need to go. All right, speak to Minnie. Your prize safely in hand. Talk to Minnie Ambrose to receive your reward. Okay. Still there, but we're getting out of here. Oh, that alarm. Why did they have to torture us like that? I'm trying to read all that. All right, we're getting out of here. Not use while hostiles are near. Really? Rubber Colossus! They're going down! Alright, where is that at? Unreliable. Okay. Let's go here. I want to try that quest again. I want to try turning that in. We'll try the robot. Let me save it real quick. I wonder if we'll ever find out who that masked person is. Or that shadow person. I want to sell junk off here. There we go. I think the robot should be around... Yeah, over here. I think they're right in here. Let's see if they're still asleep mode.
This unit is currently in wait cycle. Please return later.
Yeah, I think it's bugged still. Alright, we'll
Have
leave.
a better than natural day.
A better than natural day, you say. Alright, well, we're gonna go into the unreliable. We're getting off this rock! Alright, let's save again.
We are receiving an incoming signal, Captain.
Captain, I see you've made some headway on Gorgon. Mother's old work terminal just lit up with a bunch of new protocols. Very exciting. What about Mother's journal? Any progress there?
Persuade. I think it's time you tell me the truth, Minnie.
Are you accusing me of deception?
Yes.
Captain, I would never. Can you hear me, Captain? I'm getting some interference on my end. Captain. Captain!
Interesting.
Hello again, little weasel. I must admit, you've surprised me. I threw nearly everything I had at you, and you overcame it all.
So you're the one who put the Gorgon facility on lockdown.
Well spotted, Captain. We've both played our roles well, but it seems you've got the edge. I may have gravely underestimated you. You were smart to hire him, Wilhelmina. Well done.
Mother! You're alive! And still on Gorgon?
Yeah, she's been a thorn on my side ever since I got here.
Something tells me we've only seen the beginning. This is so you, Mother. Inserting yourself where you aren't needed and at the worst possible time.
Am I disrupting your vanity project? You empty-headed little twit!
Let them talk.
Have you come back just to ruin everything again, Mother? At least this time I have the power to stop you.
Captain, this is a distraction. Let's set our differences aside and focus on what matters. Adrena time must never be revived.
Let's see. You're darn right it can't. Adrena time created marauders, revive the project. What's going on? You've been trying to kill me since I got the Gorgon. Now you want my help? I was hired to retrieve a journal. This fight is between you two. Gorgons belongs to Spacer's Choice. You don't have a say in what happens next. I'm gonna do number 4. You've been trying to kill me since I got the Gorgon. Now you want my help?
I thought you were a part of Minnie's ploy. Her ally in this mad, selfish scheme to resurrect Adrena time. But now that I understand she was lying to you, I find I want your help.
Okay, but you still tried to kill me. I can't let that go lightly.
A mistake for which I'm sorry, Captain. I misjudged you. I should have been honest with you from the start. You've shown yourself more than capable of handling all that Gorgon and I could throw at you. You might be the only one with the mettle to put Gorgon down for good.
See, the Adrena time project created marauders. No way I'd revive it. This was never about the family name. Minnie wanted to revive the project. I was hired to retrieve a journal that fights between you two. Gorgon belong. I'm gonna go number 1.
Adrena time didn't create marauders. Mismanagement did. By now, you realize that Project Gorgon was devoted to a single drug, Adrena time. A drug that hit the market in spite of calamitous side effects.
Go on.
The project was a colossal failure, but you and I are going to revive it from the ashes.
We are? How? I don't know about this, Minnie. After everything I've seen, absolutely not.
What you've seen is the result of Mother's leadership. I have no intention of repeating her mistakes. Mother's journal contains the activation codes for the Adrena time synthesizer, the key to a new Project Gorgon. We're going to start again.
No.
And this time with everything Project Gorgon didn't have. Better R&D, better scientists, clear goals, more funding, and a timeline that makes sense.
And who's going to provide it?
Who else? Spacer's Choice. After I showed them the error of their ways, the corporation couldn't wait to restart the project. If I can improve the chemistry, I can fix Adrena time. We can put this colony back on track together.
You lied to me. Why would I help you now? Oh, let's see. Olivia, what's your story?
Finally, a sensible question. I am the head of Project Gorgon, its grand mastermind. I created Adrena time because I believed, arrogantly, foolishly, that I could uplift the common man through chemistry. I failed. Now, my daughter wants to take up my mantle.
Not on my watch. We have to stop.
If she insists on holding to course, I agree. We must. My work has already destroyed countless lives. We can't let her do so again out of pride and sentiment.
What about my life, Mother? The Ambrose name has no dignity anymore. I can't even show my face around Byzantium without being the gossip of the town.
You've got to be fracking kidding me. You can't put your reputation ahead of the colony's safety. Better than this. Be better than this. You think adrenochrome is good for the colony too, right? Let's let them talk.
Every day, workers slump over from exhaustion. The gears of industry swallow them whole, and no one is coming to help. Adrenochrome is the break we can't fit into the schedule. The office with a window we can't afford to build. It's the best this rotten colony can do for people.
Drugs? Drugs are the best you can do? Let's let them talk.
Don't let those bloodless leeches at Spacer's Choice walk you down this perilous path, Wilhelmina. You haven't the fortitude to endure it.
As usual, Mother projects her failures onto me. If she had let me get involved from the start, we might have avoided this calamity altogether.
Do you even understand the challenges you'll face? Are you just trying to prove yourself to your mother? What would you have done that she didn't? Olivia, why didn't you give Minnie a chance? Can I just go back to a freelancer or one who doesn't care? What would you have done that she didn't?
I'd have trusted my team rather than sabotage their efforts. And I wouldn't have stolen their glory when they were on the verge of success.
You don't know what you're talking about.
No, she doesn't.
I did everything to support my team. It was Spacer's Choice who betrayed them. But you're nothing more than an empty-headed little social climber. Of course you can't understand.
You see what I mean? Mother is afraid of being outdone by her empty-headed daughter, and she'll do anything to stop me. If I can save the colony and redeem the Ambrose family name, I owe it to myself to try. Mother be damned.
Yeah, I don't think so. Adrenochrome is just a stimulant. What good do you think it can do? You want to save the colony from its drug problem with more drugs? Enough talk. What happens now? Can't you two sort out your differences and work together? Maybe I should just kill you both and be done with this.
We already had our chance. Mother chose to bury the project and drag our family down with it. I won't allow her to make that mistake twice.
In rehabilitating Adrenochrome, she would poison Halcyon. No, we are well past the point of compromise. The facility must be destroyed.
I need that facility online, but I can't do it while Mother's still a problem. By now, she'll have shut down the Gorgon reactor. Deal with her however it suits you, and get that facility back up and running.
No.
Don't do this, Wilhelmina. Minnie, don't make this choice.
Adrenochrome is our future. It's bigger than money, bigger than family. It's the colony's best hope.
This could get ugly. Are you willing to take that chance? What would you have me do instead, Olivia?
Return to my family's manor, Captain. Use the executive override code in my journal to activate the NDA protocol for my terminal. It will destroy the Gorgon drug synthesizer and put an end to Adrenochrome for good.
I'll do whatever it takes. Minnie would never allow that.
My daughter's gotten her hooks into you. I understand. She's always had a knack for manipulating people. But I know you're more than her foolish little puppet. You've survived this long. You have to be more. She will try to force you to fight her. You don't have to. In fact, I would ask you not to. Whatever mistakes she might make, she is still my daughter.
Captain, in light of recent events, I'm putting the manor under lockdown. Until Mother is dealt with, anyone who lands here is presumed hostile. Finish the job. I know you won't disappoint me.
I'm not working with you. Cut the trend. We'll see. Link can make a finger gun at the screen. Get ready to be surprised. Don't do that. What the heck? All right, let's see. Restore power to this or activate the NDA protocol. I'm going to activate the NDA protocol. All right, so we got to get moving. Let's save. All right, activate the terminal. Where we going? Oh, ain't there. Aha! There we go. Ambrose Manor. Bingo. All right, let's get ready for a fight, people.
Misaligned.
I don't think we're getting a warm welcome this time.
Jig is up, Captain. I'd wager we're in for a fight.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Logs, recent activity. User attempted to log into the system. Failed. Activated dinner time protocol. Meal was bratwurst. Pantry list. Okay, return to that. Okay.
System searching for. Searching for.
Stay still so I can kill you. Stop moving. Thank you. Where are you going? Wow, took me long enough. All right, unlock elevator, log in. Ambrose. Logs. Morning I gave birth to a healthy child. Perhaps that's a strange distinction to call her healthy, but after all, I've endured to finally meet her. It matters. That exists at all against the odds matters. I'll call her Wilhelmina after my late brother Wilhelm. I hope the law is kinder to her than it was to him. I hope for many things. Truthfully, that she be smart and shrewd, that she be strong, relentless, undeniable. Most of all, I hope for her a steel spine, that she does not bend when Halcyon would break her. That should be stronger than an eye. It should be stronger than I. I must find Minnie a wet nurse. She demands to be fed throughout the day and night. I simply cannot get a single thing done. The nurse will need to be exceptional, smart, educated, of means. Minnie must have the best start if she's going to survive the pit of vipers. That is the Byzantium elite. Then there is a matter of governess. I can't watch the child constantly. Not if I do my work. How soon must I begin looking? Naturally, she'll have to be exceptional as well. And exceptional Byzantines don't exactly grow on trees. I will persuade Harvey to investigate this for me. The man has little else to do. I don't understand how anyone of ambition has time to keep a journal. I certainly don't. Yet here I am indulging myself. Minnie's influence, no doubt. Her behavior concerns me. She's clingy, emotional. At 5, she would be starting to show some personality, not crying for her mother when I leave her for another stint on Gorgon. This must be the fault of Marie, her governess, as Minnie certainly didn't learn this behavior from me. I'll have to fire the woman. It's clear she's not capable of instilling in Minnie a correct understanding of how to behave. Harvey despairs of ever finding a governess who meets my preposterous standards, and he and I went in circles on the issues for hours. But he came around to my thinking eventually. Why shouldn't I want what's best for my daughter? Maybe I'll fire him too. I am at my wit's end with Minnie. At 13, she should have already mastered basic chemistry, physics, and mathematics, but she can barely handle long division. She struggles to remember the simplest equations and formulas no matter how many times her governess raps her knuckles. By the time I was her age, I'd already made dynamite in my grandfather's laboratory. The only thing Minnie's making explode is my head. Her father asked, supposed to be me, it says, asked why we don't just send her to boarding school. But I abhor the thought of her surrounded by those coddled idiots. More alarming still, she's begun to show an interest in romance, serials, and paintings. She may have a strong grasp of color theory, and she shows some promise with watercolors. But surely that's the result of her education in spectroscopy, not an innate skill. What value has art anyway? She gave me a truly dreadful painting of Francis this morning, and I haven't a clue what to do with it. Perhaps I'll stuff it at my desk. We'll have a good laugh over it when she's grown and finally come to her senses. Lucian appeared at the manor this morning. I thought him here for me to finally wring my neck after our latest tiff, but no, it was much worse than that. He'd come to speak to Minnie. No need to guess why. She's taken upon herself to manage the household these last few years, since neither her father nor I have the time, or frankly, inclination. Under her watch, the staff's productivity has increased 35%, while reducing our costs as astonishing 67%. We've saved tons of thousands of bits. Harvey tipped Lucian off, I expect. Now he wants to bring her on to help manage the Gorgon facilities, which I refused over Minnie's ferocious protestations. She cried after he'd left. I'd only wish I could tell her why. All right, personal laboratory has been unlocked. Log in. Okay, the search continues. I take from these entries that Mother was severe with her editorial pen, but this is one version of her carefully curated and not the one I wanted to find. Where is her unvarnished stream of consciousness? Where is her spontaneous brilliance? The search continues. My efforts will inevitably steer me to Gorgon. What went then? Minnie, what then? Turn to log in. Okay. Master bedroom key. DA protocols down there. Okay. We'll get to that in a second there. Goodbye letter, dearest mother and father. I've paced the halls of this gilded cage long enough. Since you won't permit me to help the family business, I'm leaving to start a business of my own. I am too young for such ambition. Am I too young for such ambitions? Perhaps. But that is the risk you take when you fashion a daughter in your image. Byzantium will welcome me with open arms. Won't that be a new sensation? If I ever return, it'll be to claim my rightful spot at the head of this family. All right, so we gotta get to the elevator, which I think is down there. Aha, we got it open. Yay! Oh, we got a safe. Can we open it? Nope, of course we can't. Of course we can't. Woo! Wow, you just hit Ellie. Woo! Where am I getting shot from? Oh, these turret drones. All right, Ellie's back up. And drone's down. Nope, you're about to die. See? All right, let's do some looting here. There it is. Wondering where that went.
Something on your mind?
No.
Halt. Investigation.
Woo!
Processing. Unexpected.
Yeah! All right, let's go. Bench. Open most recent messages. Miss Ambrose, these projections are indeed encouraging. Unfortunately, without your mother's access code, we're going to have a beast of a time warming up the Adrenotime synthesizer. What about Olivia's journal? I've seemed to recall her scribbling everything down, or at least everything she didn't murmur into that voice recorder of hers. I recommend hiring a freelancer to search her office in the Synthesis and Manufacturing Center, someone capable of disposal, but disposable. Once we have the journal, Spacer's Choice will see to it that you're properly compensated. Don't contact us again. We'll contact you. Mr. Bancroft. My name is Wilhelmina Ambrose. Prior to her death, you were in business with my mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose. Mother was wrong to shut down R&D for Adrenatime, and Spacer's Choice was wrong to listen to her. I'm sending some financial projections and chemical plans I've drafted over the years. You'll want to read them closely. The potential for a new Adrenatime formula, one that works, is unlimited. I await your reply. All right, let's get going here. Oh, where's the door?
Didn't I warn you not to set foot in here until the job was done? You should have listened to my advice.
Let's talk about this, Minnie.
There's nothing to discuss. I can fix Adrenatime without you, and certainly without Mother. You wasted your time coming here, and worse, you wasted mine. But I won't let anything stand in the way of progress.
You need to stand down. I intend to destroy this project. What if you and your mother join forces to cure marauders?
You surprise me, Captain. Once we fix the chemistry of Adrenatime, the marauder problem will simply take care of itself.
Yeah, fight horrific science with horrific science. That's always worked out in the past.
The days of the old Adrenatime are numbered, and marauders are bound for extinction.
If marauders don't get a fix, they'll just rampage across the galaxy.
Insane people addicted to drugs are Mother's problem. Am I to be held accountable for her mess? Besides, Mother is determined to ruin everything she touches. First Adrenatime, then our family, and now my ambition.
So instead you work with Spacer's Choice, who already failed this project once?
Spacer's Choice is only a means to an end. They have resources, I have a plan. And Mother isn't part of that plan. Mother never let me anywhere near R&D. I was always her incompetent little brat.
Hey, Sans, welcome on in. Happy Halloween. If you won't compromise, stand down. If you won't compromise, stand down. This doesn't have to get ugly.
Stand down? I think not, Captain. People want to buy clean drugs, and I want to sell them. Under my leadership, Adrenatime will live up to its promise, unlike certain mothers.
I'm doing real well, how about yourself? Yeah, let's see. Adrenatime is a disaster. This legacy needs to end.
Do you know why it was a disaster? Rushed production, cut
Awesome.
corners,
Glad to
and
hear
a
it.
failure to communicate. Mother's mistakes, not mine.
You don't know much about how things get made here, do you?
My drug will be the pride and joy of the Ambrose family. And if we pick up where Gorgon left off, then the human testing phase is well ahead of schedule.
I don't want to fight you, Minnie. Don't force my hand.
Farewell, Captain. If it wasn't already obvious, you're fired.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, I got that covered.
Nothing like a good tussle.
All right. All right, Groundskeeper Journal Volume 1, Daily Routine. Sweep the Tranquility Garden for Mrs. Olivia. Oil the fish for Mr. Harvey. Oil the fish? Repeat. When they hired me as a groundskeeper, I assumed there'd be grounds to keep. I'm not even allowed inside the manor. Everyone told me the Ambrose family keeps to themselves, but they're a bunch of hermits. Save for one little one. Guess I ought to find a hobby. Mr. Harvey dropped his key card in the pond. I'll hold on to it in case he ever comes looking, but I won't go near the house. I wouldn't want to get between Mrs. Olivia and her research.
Please remember.
All right, so going back up into the manor, it looks like. Oh, oil the fish. Oil the fish. I see. Oh, we got experience for discovering that. Nice. All right, we're going to save again. All right, going to the lab. All right. All right, we're back in the lab again. Execute NDA protocol. All right, password accepted. NDA protocol initialized. Please evacuate the system manufacturing center. Explosion imminent. Woo! Should have read the logs, but that's okay. Oh, we still could. Oh, it's. Wow. That's where the explosion was happening.
You've finished it, Captain. You've put Gorgon down once and for all. I only wish that Minnie had seen reason. The good we could have done together. Join me for a toast in the drawing room. I do believe you're due a reward.
That sounds nice. You know, we don't celebrate enough. We ought to have more toasts.
Hand to law, Captain. I mean you no harm.
On my way.
I'll have a drink waiting.
Level 36. Yay! All right, let's do this here. Let's see. Hack. Yeah, let's do hack. There we go. All right, and apply that. Yep. Perks. Whenever you're affected by a harmful combo effect, your damage increase. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, enemies guarantee. Okay. Damage up, down. Notice when companion. Science weapon damage, movement speed. Yeah, let's do that one. Yeah, we'll do that perk. All right, good. Let's read the logs. All right, Olivia, doctor, mother, I rest my fingers on these keys. I read your words, but I don't feel any closer to you. You're a stranger, someone who peers at me from a cold, reflective screen. You should have let me in, Minnie! Oh, looks like it. Oh, not much to the logs. Looks like probably the first time I went out this way, I probably should have did that first. Let's see what's over here. Ah. Groundskeeper Journal, Volume 2, Week 1. How long it's been since anyone asked Old Mayberry to tidy up the planters or rake the garden. Mrs. Ollie hasn't shouted for me in ages. And I can't think of the last time Mr. Harvey came around for to marvel at his fish. Where is everyone? Week 2. I've eaten so many beans and I don't tolerate them in the best of times, but I dare not go into the mansion in search of food because I might fart and blow a hole in the wall. Think of the dust that cascade off my unworthy shoulders and onto the fine tile. Can't go inside, won't go inside. I don't belong. I'm not of the family. Week 5, out of beans, but I won't trespass, even if the house is empty. I'm not of the family. Automex know. They watch my every move. The cave is where I belong. Year 2. Time is a lie. There's no telling how long I've been here, munching on leaves and burying my excitement in the yard. No one's coming for old Mayberry, loyal Mayberry, faithful Mayberry.
This unit expresses dismay.
All right, so I'm going up to the door. I'm going to save just in case.
Captain, I believe a celebration is in order. The Gorgon project is dead, and we are not.
Let's see. Welcome in, Maddie. Welcome in. Let's see. I'm having the weirdest deja vu right now. Give a rousing toast to our health. Give an aggressive toast to screwing the board. I didn't do this for you. Nod politely. Seems like someone's already had a couple. I'm just going to nod politely.
To Gorgon and the grave it now rests in. May the Colossus of Adrenatime never again rise from that dark pit. It's funny. When Spacer's Choice released Adrenatime to the public and began the Marauder crisis, and I sabotaged all the Gorgon facilities, I thought that was the end for me. Then you came along and changed everything. I find myself at loose ends now, Captain. What happens next?
Have you ever thought where you go from here?
Maybe I'll find a handsome little bolt hole out there in the aether and endeavor to keep a low profile, as they say. Maybe I'll pick up a soothing, useless hobby, like watercolor painting. Spacer's Choice will want to take their turn at revenge, and I'd rather not be within reach when they do.
Show mini watercolor painting.
Wilhelmina's artwork. Oh, look at this. It's just awful. Rude. She was a little girl. Oh, please. The colors are muddy, the shadows are all wrong, and it hardly looks anything like a canid. May I keep this?
I'll give it.
I'll
give
take
her.
that as a yes. Thank you, Captain. I think it'll look a treat on the walls of my hideout. Memories and all that.
See. Don't let those corporate wastards catch you.
I'll take it a day at a time. Run when I have to. Hide when I can. There's no glory in it, but I'm eager to put those days behind me. Where will the future lead you, Captain?
Let's see. I might help Mad Song to save the colony.
Halcyon doesn't deserve your tireless efforts, but I'll be damned if she isn't lucky to have you. In any case, I do believe this is the end. Law willing, Adrena time is dead for good, and the Marauders will die out with it. Goodbye, Captain, and thank you again. May the stellar wind be ever at your back.
Ooh, lots of money. Woohoo! Give her the finger. See you never. Goodbye, Olivia, and good luck. All right. All right, we're going to head out here. Into the unreliable.
Weary.
Okay, we're gonna look at our quest logs. We may be done. Oh, yeah, on the ship. We got we got skills to pick up here. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go do that. Hey, Parvati, what do you got for me? Yeah, we'll go and increase your health. Why not? Vicar, what do you got for me? Yeah, we'll do the same thing. Increase your base health. All right. There we go. Journal. There we go. All right. Yep. So this looks like this quest bugged out, but maybe next time we come back in, we'll try it again. And see if we can actually finish it. If not, we may just have to just kind of write it off because I have everything. For some reason, it's bugging out. Sarah looked it up for me. So next time, we're going to pick it up here at, we're going to do Murder on Eridanos. That's right. We're going to continue working on the this DLC, the Murder on Eridanos. Yeah, because I think this is probably a good place to stop because we've got to start getting ready. Here in a couple hours, actually, got a couple hours before we live stream at 6 p.m. for a special Halloween special with Geeky Kid and Misty for some Ghostbusters. Yeah, me and Sarah will be joining Geeky Kid and Misty for some Ghostbusters here for a Halloween special at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's why I'm going to cut this a little short today so I can start getting things ready for that live stream here in just a couple hours. So, yeah, so next time we come in here to the Outer World Spacer's Choice, we're going to be picking it up here with the Murder on Eridanos. So, yeah, we got, pretty much we got the Peril of Gorgon done. Yeah! And once we get the Murder of Eridanos done, then we can go ahead and we can pick it up, continuing the main story and completing the Outer World Spacer's Choice. How long it's going to take? I don't know. It depends on how fast we get through the Murder of Eridanos. I suspect that might take us a couple of streams because I think I just barely touched on it. So based on what I've seen here, it took me a little while to get through the Perils of Gorgon. So it took a couple of streams. So we'll see how long it actually takes. Just depends. Depends on how fast we read and get through all the content. So with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop here for the day. Like I said, we've got our special live stream coming up here in a couple hours at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tomorrow, Sarah will not be here live. She's got a friend coming over. But I will be stepping into her place tomorrow at noon Pacific, and I will be continuing The Outer Worlds 2. I can't wait to get back into that one. It's so fun. I love the story and the humor. These two have not been a disappointment. The humor's been great. It's been really good. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at noon for more of The Outer Worlds 2. And then we'll go from there. We'll figure out what our schedule is for the upcoming week. All right, with that, I'm going to get on out of here. I want to thank everyone for watching. If you got value out of this content, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure you follow there. Subscribing and following does help us out. If you subscribed and followed, thank you. It does help us out. We do appreciate it. With that, I'm getting out of here for the day. This is Silvershade saying, gamers don't die. See you at the respawn point. Bye, everybody.